What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Awaken Your Essence channel. It's me, Mystical Carter. Just gonna be a quick video, talking about divination a little bit. There's been a lot of divination talk recently, and I just wanted to encourage you guys um, to not get down on yourself and give up if you don't instantly link with any form of divination along your journey of discovering yourself in this form of spirituality. Everybody's some of the different forms of divination that you'll find in Wicca and witchcraft is the crystal ball, which is a famous movie prop. But if you work with an actual crystal ball, what it does, it helps you focus your intuition, and it strengthens your intuition. Depending on how clairvoyant you are, you may or may not see actual images in the crystal ball, but it is very well possible. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Instead of a crystal ball, another method that people use is a scrying mirror. Um, some Most of the scrying mirrors, like when you hear those talked about, it's a black mirror. Um, I've seen some made out of like obsidian crystal, and they form it into the shape of a little mirror, and they sell it like that. I've seen black crystal balls. I've seen people take regular mirrors. Like, you don't have to go always get things from the metaphysical shop. You can take a regular mirror, paint the face black. You know what I'm saying? Go through your blessings upon the mirror and do yourself a little mirror magic that way. Some people say that the mirror being black, you know, say helps your focus. Um, I say yeah, 75%. You know what I mean? Depending on how sharp you are, and everybody's favorite and one of the most commonly seen is the tarot deck. And the tarot deck has even been copied by people in the Christian world, because you have your angel tarot decks that are made by Dorian Virtue, and nowadays you can find dragon decks and fairy decks and Lord of the Ring decks and all of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So the tarot in itself is a very old form of divination and very popular. Some people will still just use regular playing cards, and there's a system out there for that. Just regular poker cards. If you know the format, you can use in divination. Um, there was a few videos out. One did by Midnight Miss 1967, who's now known as Northern Witch. It was fake witches versus real witches, or fake magic versus real magic, and it was the focal point on it was people getting tarot readers done by scam artists who really didn't know how to read the cards. They were just what the fuck? They were just um overcharging people for these readings, and the people not getting the results or not being satisfied with the results. And my quick little thing on that is learning the system of reading tarot is very different um, than using your intuition to feel out the cards to do a reading for somebody. And it's a trial and error thing, you know what I mean? Until you get good at it, all of it's a trial and error. And either you'll find yourself very comfortable with it and be able to do very accurate readings, or you won't. It's really a cut and dry with that. Um, and some people, they just don't have the intuitive mind and the clairvoyance to do that. I know everybody wants to because it's popular and they feel like they have to, but there's plenty of other methods to use. Even if you use a pendulum, I forgot to mention that. Even if you use a pendulum to do a reading for somebody and give somebody some advice, you know, um, but take your time with it and give yourself a chance to learn it. um, in the video, she also mentioned how some people will say that they can talk to your dead relatives, and that's in her opinion, that was a sign of fraud. And some people can, like some people really do see spirits, and that's just natural for them. You know, Hollywood and society has always made fun of those people, but until you have the experience for yourself, you really can't throw it off as fraud. I've seen spirits, you know what I'm saying? And not just in the form of people. And once you've had the experience, you can tell the difference of when and not when. You can tell the difference of what you're talking to once you've had the experience a few times. Every A lot of people from the Christian world frown on divination. They said they look at it as something evil, and something I haven't used personally, but I've seen other people use it. It's like the Ouija board, everybody's favorite Halloween game. Let's see if we can talk to some ghosts on Halloween night. And in some cases, they made contact with a spirit. And in some cases, they were very intrigued by it. In other cases, they freaked them out. Um, Again, just like with the Ouija board, there's a lot of people that say it's just a game and just bullshit. But for those people who've actually had spiritual contact using one, they'll have a very different opinion and they'll combat you on that. Um, at the end of the day, either you got the gift or you don't, because it all comes back to intuition and being able to use these tools to enhance your own psychic ability. And not everybody has it. But give your chance to some time to learn it and develop it, and see how it goes. And if it don't work, move on to something else. There's plenty of other areas in the craft that you can get your shine on. You know, so don't get hung up on it and get depressed and shit because you're not as sharp a reader as somebody else. You know. And this last thing I'm gonna say has been a long time um discussion. I'll say is how much do you charge? You charge what you feel is right, because you can use these tools to give people accurate readings, and if you're that good, charge for what you feel you're worth, and either they'll accept it or they won't. If they want a reading that bad, they'll be getting you to get it from somebody else. Period. And every type of person has used a form of divination to console people in the time of death. I do think it's wrong for people to take advantage of folks during the time. In the same instance, some people want that kind of closure. So it's gonna take. Thank you guys for watching my video. Feel free to comment, subscribe, button on the video frozen.